Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheldon Neeley and I serve as mayor of the great city of Flint. I am blessed and I thank God daily for the opportunity to serve you, the residents of this great city. And greetings to you and your family in this holiday season, from my family to yours, to our council president, Eric Mays, and to our vice president, Ali Herkenrotter, and to the full city council, thank you. Especially thank you to our first responders. Thank you for your continued commitment and making sure we're all safe. Also, to all of our community partners, our leaders, our business owners, our teachers, and our doctors, thank you for sharing your ideas and seeing the value in our city. To you, the residents, I thank you for the opportunity to serve you as mayor. I cannot forget to acknowledge my family. Many people ask me who I am. I'm a simple guy born and raised in the city of Flint. I've only lived in two homes my whole life. On the north side, where my mother currently still lives, and in the home I currently live on the west side, where I bought with my teenage sweetheart. Thank you, Cynthia, for being a great partner for the last 30 years. Thank you to my two daughters, Taylor and Morgan. And thank you to my mother, a true champion and a warrior. Thank you, Mom. I love you. As this administration completes year two, we maintain our focus, dedication, and optimism. It is through prayer, planning, and partnership that we have moved our community forward. And now we will build a stronger Flint. We are proud of the work that we have achieved. I am proud of my administration. The work is challenging, but rewarding, and we are making progress. You will hear about this year's progress, the future, and our goals for the upcoming year. COVID. Unfortunately, COVID-19 numbers in our city are rising. We must do our part to make sure that we protect our loved ones, ourselves, and our community. We can slow the spread of this deadly virus. Please be tested. Please wear your mask. Please get the vaccination. And let's keep ourselves, our loved ones, safe. Any resident can call Genesee County Health Department for testing or vaccination. For more information, you can call 810-344-4800. Again, that number is 810-344-4800. Public safety. Our fire department with Chief Raymond Barton, our police department with Chief Terrence Green, both have remained committed to improving the safety of our Flint community. The fire department is now fully staffed for the first time in 5 years. This was due to an aggressive and competitive recruitment process. Overall crime is down inside the city of Flint, only with the increase in homicides. However, homicides are up following the nation trend, but we are on the attack of this problem. We have resolved 55% of those homicides committed inside the city of Flint. Chief Green continues to lead the Flint Police Department with new initiatives, more hires, more investigative work. In the police department, we've hired 22 new employees, from police officers to support staff, with more police officers hired in the last 6 months than they have been in the last 3 years. In July, I declared a state of emergency inside the city of Flint due to gun violence. These actions were taken to combat gun violence in our community. The actions that we've taken: reopening 5 police mini stations, training more than 30 volunteers, providing 15 community crime grants to local groups, working with local businesses to connect their surveillance systems to our police department's intel system. We are doing the work that's necessary to keep our community safe. Our fight on blight continues. Our partnerships with Crime Stoppers and the Mott Foundation to fight blight has been successful. This year alone, we have removed more than 240,000 pounds of blight from our community. That's 120 tons of blight elimination. This is dumped trash, not residential garbage that people place in front of their home on garbage pickup day. This year, we have had many community cleanups to fight blight. We've worked with our partners here in the city of Flint to make our community cleaner. If you see someone dumping illegally, you can report it anonymously. Just call Crime Stoppers, 1-800 1-800-422-JAIL. Repeat, 1-800-422-JAIL. If you see anyone treating our community like a garbage can, please help keep our community clean. A fight on blight is everybody's fight. Last year, we said we were going to make major investments in our roads. We will continue with that commitment. And hopefully, with the infrastructure package, we will get additional resources from the federal government to make our roads much better. But I'm so happy to report we've had some very successful movements in our road infrastructure repair. In our transportation department, I want to thank John Daly, repaving 5th Avenue at 475 Expressway, sweeping over 1,000 miles of roads, resurfacing 19 miles of roads, replacing 661 sidewalk squares. We had an outstanding year in positive community engagement. A citywide celebration of Juneteenth with a Champions Parade featuring Clarissa Shields. We also will be naming Clarissa's childhood street in her honor. Also, I recognized and celebrated our local trailblazers and history makers like Joe Davis, the first Flint African-American firefighter, Dr. Nathan Burtley, our first African-American superintendent of Flint Public Schools, Reuben Burtz, our first African-American international secretary-treasurer of the UAW. Lifetime Achievement Awards were bestowed upon 5 individuals and 1 organization, recognizing of their commitments to carry on the work of the great Martin Luther King. And it's official. Flint has a state park, the first one in Genesee County, and also 5 new community parks installed. We had to return of sporting events like the Gus Macker after 20 years, the Crim Canusa Games returning after an off year due to COVID. Choice Community Neighborhoods welcomes families to Clark Commons. Through our Recast grant, we were able to offer 93 new training opportunities focused on mental health in the Flint community. I established ward-to-ward community conversations. You will continue to hear from me to talk about building a stronger Flint. Also, I commissioned a statue to be placed in front of City Hall of our first African-American mayor, Floyd J. McCree. We've had a year of major investments in all areas of the community. Employers and developers see the potential and value in placing economic roots here in Flint, from Ashley Furniture taking up vacant space, to a groundbreaking ceremony for a North Flint reinvestment grocery store that we helped fund, the new Genesis Health System for Children Integrated Services. Consumers Energy also had a groundbreaking for their Flint Gas City and new innovative facility that will offer residents career opportunities. All new developments with new jobs and new opportunity. We are proud of our grant partners that have helped us support and grow small businesses in Flint. With the Kellogg Foundation grant, the city has brought in over $84 million in new investment and more than 350 jobs. We've also been able to reach out to our local small businesses with workshops and our small businesses campaign. Enjoy, shop, love Flint. Support small businesses. This initiative highlights the different small businesses across the city and gives them an opportunity for greater visibility. As a result, we have reached over 243 small businesses in the past year. Investments are coming, new developments are coming, jobs are coming, and we are ready to keep building our economy. As mayor of the city of Flint, I understand how important water is, how important safe and affordable water is. I believe water is a human right. We have to reestablish trust, and I know it's going to take some time. We are also offering free testing of your water from the city of Flint. You can dial 810-410-2020 if you would like your water tested. By mandate of the state environmental agencies and the federal environmental agencies, we're required to test every 6 months for lead and copper in your water. I'm proud to report that we have completed 3 successful testing cycles here in the city of Flint. Reestablishing trust is important to me, and I know it's important to you. So if you still have a need and desire to have your water tested free of charge, you can dial 810-410-2020. Other successful highlights around water. City worker Antrice Jiggy Mitchell, sewer department director, and his team were able to successfully research and fix years of flooding in the Flint Park area. You may remember this lake being called Devil's Lake. This problem has been resolved because of the good work of city workers like Jiggy Mitchell. The City of Flint's financial forecast involves looking at real numbers and real facts regarding the health of the city's budget. We reprogrammed and reinstalled new efficiencies that rebuilt the system of accountability. The financial area went through an organizational review, a process with new hires and responsibilities. And we now have proposed spending categories for the $94.7 million in the opera funds, and we will be presenting them to council for their consideration. We will also be talking to residents to find out what their priorities are inside the city, using these dollars for the empowerment and improvement of our city. We presented a $71 million 21-22 budget to the Flint City Council. The balanced budget made investments in blight cleanup, the city clerk's office, and the ombudsman's office, while keeping staffing levels and expenses stable. However, large increases, like the increase to the city's pension systems, are draining the general fund. We need to get control of this to continue having a balanced budget. We're building a stronger Flint in all areas for a sustainable future, and that has always been the goal. The work is a reflection of the goal, and there's still much work to do. We've made great strides in building Flint as a premier. Work, living, entertainment, and investment opportunities. Let's keep going. We're going to be making substantial investments into technology, making sure we have a great place to live, investments in our communication systems inside the city of Flint, investments and reinvestments in our law enforcement, investments in our infrastructure, and now we have the tools to go forward. Using some of the American Rescue Plan dollars, we have the opportunity to transform our community into something better and greater and stronger.
You have heard from me about this administration's accomplishments and my plans for the next year. I now want to introduce you to 3 of my directors to give more details about projects and plans in the areas of finance, economic development, and public works.
Hi, my name is Rob Whittigan, CFO of the City of Flint. I'm really excited to be back in my hometown to join the team already working hard to move the City of Flint forward. As you may know, the city is receiving over $94 million in federal funding from the American Rescue Plan Act, or as you'll hear me call it, ARPA. The city will receive these funds in 2 payments. The first half was received earlier this year in the amount of $47 million. We will receive the second half early next year. These funds must be obligated by December 31st, 2024, and spent by December 31st, 2026. So far, none of the $47 million has been spent. The first step before spending these dollars is to bring a compliance firm on board to ensure these dollars are spent according to the many rules set by the U.S. Department of Treasury. Should we fail to comply with these rules, the city shall be required to repay the federal government the amount of funds used in violation of such rules. The mayor has mentioned the broad categories we have based on early community input. I want to restate them here. Economic development and blight elimination, safety and crime prevention, assistance to homeowners, improvements to infrastructure, and a focus on public health. Once we have a compliance firm approved and in place, we can go out into the community to seek your input on identifying specific needs, activities, and resources for each broad category I just mentioned. All of your input will be collected and packaged to present on an ARPA proposal with specific dollar amounts to the City Council. This is a collective process, and it will take all of us working together to build a solid financial foundation and ensure these dollars are spent equitably and transparently. Flint faces significant economic challenges and a large structural budget deficit caused by years of deindustrialization, state funding reductions, emergency manager mismanagement, and past accounting gimmicks. We must maximize this opportunity and work together to invest these dollars wisely. This $94 million of American Rescue Plan funding represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the City of Flint to help our residents, businesses, and future generations recover from the pandemic and make progress towards a more sustainable fiscal future.
Hi, I'm Kelfani Stevens, Economic Development Director for the City of Flint. And I wanted you to know that 60% of small businesses in Genesee County are located in Flint. That means that there is excellent and ample opportunity for your business to come here, cluster, and be part of growth. What we do here at the City of Flint for small businesses is make sure that you have connections to the right resources. In 2021, the City of Flint was one of only 51 organizations across the entire United States to be awarded the SBA Community Navigators Pilot Program. This is a $1 million grant to the city over 2 years to provide technical assistance to Flint-based businesses. That technical assistance will be to help businesses do all of the things they need to access capital. But not just capital. We're going to be helping businesses with their financial planning. We're going to be helping businesses with all of the legal resources they need, marketing, and a slew of different things. Additionally, the City of Flint Small Business Office has partnered with the United Way to make sure that funds are available to remove barriers to Flint-based residents to get new jobs. So, if you are a business in the City of Flint and you found that perfect candidate, but there's just one thing standing in the way, we have a program to help you remove that. Additionally, we worked with the United Way to make a grant to the state of Michigan for training dollars, again, for Flint-based residents at Flint businesses. But that's not the end of it. There are more joint programs that we have been doing. Just this December, we partnered with the Michigan Venture Capital Association to meet with small businesses at a program that we called Coffee and Conversations. Those small businesses, entrepreneurs, and startups got to mix and mingle with venture capitalists to find out what they really need to access that type of capital for their future growth. One of my favorite programs that we started this year and will be continuing into the future is the Enjoy Shop Love Flint program. Check out the City of Flint's website to see more about it. But I'll tell you, we've been highlighting small businesses in the City of Flint. And on Small Business Saturday, we hosted a scavenger hunt with over $1,000 in prizes. In 2022 and forward, those prizes will be even bigger, and we're ready for you to come enjoy, shop, love Flint. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Mike Brown, and I'm the DPW Director for the City of Flint. As many of you know, I've been here about 9 months, and I am a near lifetime resident of the City of Flint. In fact, I've lived in the same house since 1997. I'm here to give you information on DPW projects that are ongoing or have just finished this year. Our first one I'd like to talk about is Court Street. Court Street is finally paved and finally done, both to the west and east of Dort. We did experience a number of water main breaks on the west side, of which I hope are all done, but we haven't had one, knock on wood, on the east side at all. That project is about 99.5% done. We have a little bit of cleanup left to do, but I consider it done, and it is fully functional for the City of Flint and its residents. At the water treatment plant, the mayor talked about some of our projects. One other project that we have that just started and is ongoing is our Dort pump station. We are rehabbing it, we are putting new pumps into it, and once that is done, the Dort reservoir will be fully functional. That will add to the infrastructure of the city of Flint and reliability to the water infrastructure. At our water pollution control, we have many projects going on also. Two that are finishing during this year is the first phase of our Northwest Pump Station and a second project which is our ultraviolet disinfection system that is going in. There are many other projects that will be going on for redoing the aeration tanks and such, but I will give you much more of that data in the months to come. I can say one thing, that the city is blessed with the men and women who work for the city of Flint in the DPW system. They are a group of very hardworking, essential workers who take pride in the work they do for the city of Flint. Many of them also live in the city of Flint. And it's these people who make my job easier because of such a good job that they do out in the field. And I do appreciate that. Also, I'm going to give you a couple of phone numbers here. These are emergency numbers for water and sewer. The emergency number for water to call at any time, because it's monitored, both of these are monitored 24/7, is area code 810-766-7202. Again, 810-766-7202 is our water emergency line. We also have a water emergency line for our sewer department. If you have a sewer backup or see sewage coming out of a catch basin or something like that, we ask you to call this number, 766-7079. Again, 766-7079. And anytime, again, it's monitored 24/7. If you have any questions for DPW, whether it be water, sewer, streets, please email us at water@cityofflint.com, City of Flint, of course, one word, and we will answer that email as quickly as possible. Again, this is Mike Brown. Thank you very much.
Another full year of challenges, gains, and plenty of opportunity. I've had the honor of working with the Disability Network at the Over the Edge event to bring awareness to needs of people with disabilities. Living with diabetes, I understand the need for more ADA-compliant communities. Probably the most emotional celebration was honoring Betty Wildman. Betty worked for the city of Flint for 26 years and passed away in 2020 of COVID-19. She was a dependable leader in the transportation division. In June of this year, we renamed the transportation building in her honor. I also went to Lansing to advocate for stronger gun laws. That includes supporting Messiah's Law for harsher sentencing in drive-by shootings. And we must continue to speak out against environmental injustices on behalf of the Flint residents. This work was not done alone. You all were there. Change comes when all areas of this community can come together, and we are not finished. We must keep building through it all. We remain Flint strong, Flint proud. I'm focused on building a stronger Flint because the city's future depends on it. Collective work is not dead. It is alive in us. We are building a stronger economy. We are building a stronger infrastructure. We are building a stronger public safety. We are building a stronger fight against blight. We are building a stronger community. God bless you, and God bless the city of Flint.